Am I the a-hole for destroying my best friend's proposal because I believe she was being kidnapped?
What?
Okay, before I even read this is already kind of giving a Wattpad. Okay, hi, I'm Vonnie, and today in this video, I'm gonna be reading some Am I the A-hole Reddits, and you're gonna read them with me. And don't ask why, because the answer to that is gonna be because I said so. Honestly, I'm kind of scared because people on Reddit can literally, like, they can be so scary. And a lot of them are always, like, so obvious. What if I read one about somebody killing someone and then asking if they're the a-hole for doing that? Am I the a-hole for shoving my 2-year-old baby sister down the toilet? Am I? Anyways, first one. I'm so excited. Am I the a-hole for destroying my best friend's proposal because I believe she was being kidnapped?
What?
Okay, before I even read this is already kind of giving a Wattpad. Like, cause I'm sitting here thinking that, like, she got kidnapped and then she thought the guy was, like, the love of her life and was like, oh my god, marry me! Like, I don't know, that's just what it's giving, but let's read it and see if I was right. So this actually happened last weekend and I'm still shaking. She's quivering. My best friend Emily, 29 female, has been dating her boyfriend Chris, 31 male, for about 4 years. I, 28 female, love her to death and I've always supported their relationship even though Chris is eccentric. Oh, I can't read. He loves surprises and stuff. Think flash mobs and scavenger hunts that no one asked for. Anyways, I was visiting Emily. We were walking around and catching up when this unmarked van comes up next to us. 2 masked men jump out and grab her. She begins screaming. I freak out. So I did what any sane, frightened human being would do. I grabbed my pepper spray, legal where I am, and yelled bloody murder and went wild. I'm just like imagining her like whipping out some freaking pepper spray and being like, bruh, bloody murder! Like, that's such an odd thing to think about. Sprayed one dude in the face, kicked another in the shin, and literally pulled Emily back by the coat while yelling for 911. Turned out it was Chris and his 2 buddies. They were attempting this strange prank kidnapping into surprise proposal situation because Emily wanted a proposal like in the movies.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
I'm not gonna lie, I doubt that was what she meant. She probably meant something much more romantic than that, but okay. Chris was yelling, crying over the pepper spray, and Emily was scared while the cops arrived. It was chaotic. Now Chris is angry. He tells me I ruined the most significant moment of their lives and embarrassed him in front of everyone. Bro, you embarrassed yourself, I'm not gonna lie. Emily tells me she understands why I freaked out, but wishes I'd read the room. But like, how was I going to know? It seemed real. She was crying, they had masks, and it was a literal van. Everyone's acting like I overreacted, but I genuinely thought she was being trafficked. Am I the a-hole for spoiling the proposal? Okay, girl, honestly, no. Your reaction was valid. I would have reacted the same way. Any normal human being would have literally reacted the way you did. Because if someone's sitting here getting kidnapped, why would my first, like, thought be, oh my gosh, this must be a proposal? Like, no. And then with the like whole in the movies thing, like I have never in my life watched a movie where someone gets kidnapped and in the end it's just a proposal. Like if I were to tell someone like, oh, I want a freaking proposal like how they do it in the movies, I would be expecting like to be like going on a beach and getting proposed there or something, because like I see that in a lot of movies, but I have never seen a freaking proposal where someone's getting freaking kidnapped. I really don't even understand why they said you overreacted either. Like, that was a valid reaction. Okay, my final input, you're not the a-hole, girl. Am I the a-hole for calling my ex-wife's new boyfriend names in front of my kids? Not gonna lie, this already sounds immature. And I already want to say you are, but I'm gonna read it first. Alright, all 46 male, make a long story short. My ex-wife, 40 female, left me 2 years ago for our next door neighbor. Yikes. After I found out they've been having an affair for about a year. We have 2 kids together, 5 female and 8 male. Unfortunately, the judge gave us split custody, though if I had my way, she and her new boyfriend would never come near my kids after what they did. I wish they didn't have to grow up thinking this kind of behavior is acceptable. Anyways, it's been a long, painful process. I'm at my wit's end with this divorce. I'm trying to be the mature adult. That's funny.
First of all, you're nothing but a trashy hoe. Second of all, you suck dick.
But every once in a while, I'll have a slip up and call her new boyfriend obscene names when referring to him. Sometimes maybe when the kids are within earshot. I know it's not the most mature thing to do, but I can't see why I need to be respectful towards the man who stole my wife and broke up our family. The other day, my ex-wife left me a long voicemail telling me how unacceptable it is to call this guy names in front of our kids. My guess is that one of them repeated an insult to her. Our friend wrote to me to back up my wife, claiming that I was being unfair to my kids. Out of this entire story, how the hell am I the one being immature and unfair? I know I'm not perfect, but acting like I'm the monster in this story seems excessive. Am I the a-hole? Honestly, I don't know. Because, like, with the fact that your wife had an affair with your next door neighbor, I can definitely understand why, like, that would frustrate you and, like, you would want to badmouth that person in front of your kids. Like, I get it. It's frustrating. That's definitely frustrating. Like, you got your girl taken by your next door neighbor. However, I will say that we shouldn't make this out to be, like, the children's fault. And we shouldn't be trying to be messy and try to put your kids against your wife. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's still their mom. And, like, they're young, too. Like, you said that, like, they're 5 and 8 years old. And if you're over here, like, bad-mouthing a person that your wife / their mom is, like, currently with, then that's probably gonna make them dislike their mom. But, like, I understand your frustration. But, like I said, I still don't think we should be trying to put the kids against their mother. Which I'm sure that's probably not really your intention. Because, I mean, like you said, you're insulting the next door neighbor. But that can still lead to the kids being like, oh, well, my mom's with this person. And that's a no-no. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little stuck. But I think I'm just gonna say you kind of are. Like, do I understand your frustration? Yes. But does that make it any less wrong to be, you know, turning the kids against their mother? It doesn't. Okay, final verdict, you kind of are. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend her Instagram posts are too edited and saying I'll post the originals if she doesn't take them down? My girlfriend, 29 female, who has a decent following on Instagram, and I, 35 male, just got back from a trip to Mexico. We took a ton of photos, most of them on my phone because I have a better camera. Okay. And today she posted a bunch on Instagram, but they were all edited using FaceApp or something. She edited so much. She changed her chin, made her eyes slightly bigger, narrowed her shoulders and waist, and gave herself a perfectly round butt that straight up does not exist in real life. She also edited my face without asking me. I compared them to the originals and told her it's too much. I said editing yourself like that is basically lying and it makes both of us look fake, and she said I was overreacting. I told her to take them down and she refused, so I told her if she keeps them up then I'll post the originals. Don't do it. She's upset now and says I'm being mean and it's not that big of a deal. I don't think I'm the a-hole. I just don't want to be a part of some fake version of ourselves online. Am I the a-hole? This is kind of messy. Okay, let's dissect this. Okay, the first part of her also editing photos of you, I can understand why that would make you upset. And then that kind of makes it seem like she has a problem with the way that you look. Not to mention she didn't even ask you. So I do agree that that's a bit messed up and you have like every right to be upset about that. But the part where you basically kind of blackmailed her, let's not do that. Like, I understand you're frustrated and your mind's probably telling you that that's like what you have to resort to. But honestly, you really could have just left it at simply asking her not to edit photos of you anymore. And then if in the long run she just continued to do it and she just refused to listen to you, then you could A, break up with her because that's literally the most entitled thing you could ever do. Or B, just don't give her any photos that include you. I don't even know. Like, these are starting to get hard. Okay, I'm gonna say you're not the a-hole for getting upset with her for also editing photos of you. However, you are the a-hole for blackmailing her. I just don't think that's healthy in a relationship. Am I the a-hole for uninviting my mother? Oh. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm French, so my English might not be the best. For years, I, 26 female, have been insulted and belittled by my mother, 59 female. She beat me, treated me poorly, even going as far as completely ignoring me and not feeding me sometimes. Those were the best of times. When I was 19, I've had enough and went no contact. In the meantime, I transitioned, I was male at the time, dropped out of college, worked, made friends, lost friends, life happened in a nutshell. But my sister, 28 female, kept on being sad that the family was never together because of me. So, following the advice of my psychiatrist, I decided to contact my mother again. That was a year ago. In that year, the only good things that have happened when it comes to our relationship is 1, she sends me messages sometimes on WhatsApp, and 2, she accepts that I'm a vegetarian. She keeps on dead naming and misgendering me, although I've explained time and time again not to call me by my dead name. Yesterday was my birthday and I went to spend the afternoon with my siblings. That when my sister drops this bombshell. She invited my mother to eat dinner with us. I just felt so bad preparing mentally to get misgendered all night long. And then I decided that I shouldn't let my mother spoil my birthday. I called her and told her I'd rather be with my siblings only. She said she understood. My sister went on and had a panic attack because she's very close to my mother. She told me it was disrespectful to uninvite someone last minute and that she'd have to deal with my mom's anger later and it wasn't cool. I said, well, I'd rather not get disrespected on my own birthday. Like it. Am I the a-hole? I feel like I read so much. So you're telling me throughout like all the years that you were being belittled and insulted and treated poorly by your mom, your siblings just thought that was okay? Or no, your sister thought that was okay? Like, I don't know if that's just me, but that seems crazy. Like, okay, your sister has a good relationship with your mom, but does that really like just like cancel out the way that she treated you? I don't think so. And then about the part like with your birthday, I don't understand why she would be upset about you uninviting her when you never invited her in the first place. Your sister was the one that was like, oh hey, by the way, I invited mom. This ain't your birthday party, girl. For whatever reason though, it says poo mode activated, and I'm guessing that means that people think this person is the a-hole, which I find that's incredibly surprising. Reddit people are weird. Okay, that's enough trauma. That was something. But y'all should tell me what y'all thought of those, because I was probably wrong about like 90% of these. Because I'm no professional when it comes to giving advice. But I mean, hey, I tried.